at the end of the day, the most important part is your hook, and that still applies still today.
Because of TikTok, I feel like there's a bit more of an instant gratification. You got like, I don't know, 5 seconds to say something that's going to grab somebody's attention. So whatever time you spend on all the other parts of that video, if that first 5 words, 6 words doesn't grab somebody's attention, you're done. You're toast. Like they've already moved on.
Let's pretend I'm a single guy. I'm younger. I'm a single guy. I'm looking to pick up this lovely lady there. I could be the most educated, the kindest, the smartest, whatever, and done all this work to build myself up. If my exterior, the first 5 seconds that she sees me, if I'm not well put, my hair is not done, maybe I won't get her to even learn about my insides. And that's the same with your ads. You have the best information in the world, but if that first 5 seconds doesn't get them to understand, build a rapport, qualify them, show your whoever you are, they're not going to go on. So that's why you got to spend most of your time on that hooks. If I had 5 hours to write an ad, I would spend about 3 to 4 hours just keep cleaning up that first sentence, that first part. And I'm role playing my hook. I don't just write them. I started on membership sales where I had to convince people to sign up. Right. And I would take those closing pitches that I used and put them into hooks because those were the most emotional, jarring ones. I'll give you an example. I love role playing, right? And then, so for instance, a good one that I used for an ad for a lead that actually worked really well was, so when I sold a membership to let's say a 60-year-old and up, and I asked them to sign up, and the guy tells me, no, I got to think about it. I'm not really going to do this. Then I would give him the closing pitch. I would say, hey, Mr. Richard. So when was the last time, can I ask you a weird question before you go? And I understand you don't need to sign up today, but when was the last time you seen an overweight 80-year-old just walking around freely, happy, this year? Me, I haven't. What about you? Oh, and I haven't either. What about overweight 70-year-old? I haven't. What about overweight 60-year-old? Maybe just one. I've seen one overweight 60-year-old just walking around. He's like, yeah. I was like, that's you. You're a unicorn. Did you know most men over 60 that are obese? If you really think about it, where are all the 90, 80, 70-year-olds that are overweight? They're gone. So that's a good closing pitch. It helps them realize, but you're not being mean. So I took that hook, and I put in our ads and our VSL leads, and they would convert because it really makes this person think from the very beginning.
Wow. I am very interested in the fact that you said, you spend so much time on your hook. How do you split test your hooks?
So what I'll do is I actually have a document that I'm saving all my ads on Instagram. So on Instagram, I mainly look at shoes. And then beyond that, I look at everyone's ads. I'm constantly Googling every type of, health niche, from diabetes to vision loss, everything. I'm seeing ads. Man, YouTube must think I have every disease in the book, right? So I've seen every ad, and I would save them all. And the body copy doesn't really matter to me as much because it's content. I could think of that. I could Google it, right? But the hook is what I'm taking, and I'll use those to convert over. So I'll save those. I also have a journal full of ideas for every niche. And what I'll do is, some people don't have this benefit, but at Six Pack, I had a full sales team there. So I would grab the sales director and the top salesperson, and I'm like, hey guys, I have this new green supplement, a greens powder idea. What do you guys think? And this one actually converted real well. I'm like, what do you think about onions? I saw a giant purple onions. What if I just tape it to my feet and then stick it right in front of the camera and say, hey guys, well, you're probably wondering, what are these onions doing on my feet? Well, that's how people used to detox back in the days. But unfortunately, that doesn't work because you have to detox from within. And they all thought, yeah, my grandma used to put onions on her feet. Everybody said that. And I saw the reaction. They were like, yeah, I already know that hook's going to work. It's going to get some attention. If it hits the sales guys who all they do is pitch, that hook's going to be a good one.
Hope hope you found today's session valuable. If you have any questions for me or just want to connect, please feel free to visit my website, mariasparagus.com. That's mariasparagis.com. I'd love to hear what you're working on, so drop me a line on any hot button issues your business is experiencing. And remember, don't worry about failure. You only have to be right once.